Welcome back, guys. Dead by Daylight time. Moderately. I'm probably going to play for like an hour, maybe an hour 30, but no more than that. If all goes well, but we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, I don't know. I was playing late last night. I was playing a killer game, and I guess funny little story. So, I think there was a Meg, there's a Yunjin, there was a Nicolas Cage, and an Ash. Those are the 4 survivors. I ended up finding the Yunjin. I injured her at the start of the game, and she managed to get away. And I found Meg, and she didn't know how to play whatsoever. So I kind of caught onto that. I'm not gonna lie, I tunneled her out. It wasn't like I solely face camped or whatever. Like, I went for Nick, and I think I downed him, hooked him. Someone had got the Meg off the hook, so I went and downed her again, put her back up, went down Ash, hooked him, and then I killed the Meg. So I really wouldn't say I tunneled, but it was just a matter of every time they unhooked her, I went and knocked her down again. So I focused her, but Yunjin knew how to lose, so the point is, I killed Meg. Eventually, I ended up killing Ash, and then it was down to Yunjin and Nick. I ended up going for Yunjin, and I downed her. She had boil over, because like I said earlier on, I had downed her at some point. I think it was after she unhooked Meg the second time, if it was her who did that. I don't know. That doesn't add up, but the point is, at one point, I ended up downing her. Oh, you know what it was? First time she unhooked Meg, we were in one of the houses. We were on the Myers estate place. We were in the house. I went the wrong way. I had to go down, and there were no hooks like right outside. So I was like, okay, she has boil over. I can't hook her. I'm gonna drop her. I have no choice. Unless I want to lose her completely, then I'm gonna have to take her down. So I dropped her. She sat there for like maybe a minute, if not less. Second time I encountered her, I had already killed Ash and Meg. She was the second to last survivor. So I downed her, and she immediately crawled at the corner. She must have had like tenacity or something, because she crawled fast. So I was just like, okay, whatever, she's over there. She has boil over. I don't think I'll make a hook. So I just destroyed the pallets in the area, kicked the gin that was right there. So I was like, you know, I don't want to slug her completely. If she gets away, she gets away. I already have 2 kills, so if I just need to, I can down her again closer to a hook. So I end up picking her up. I end up getting her on the hook, and she dies. So at the end game, Nicolas Cage is the only one left. And then I start getting these follow requests, or like followers, because on PlayStation people can follow your account. So for the last like 2 minutes of the game, I end up killing Nick Cage. Alright, I get the 4K, whatever. But even after the game, I'm still just sitting here getting these freaking follow notifications over and over, and it's from the Yunjin. I figured it out because the first 2 survivors that I killed, the Ash and the Meg, they were cross-platform. The only 2 that were PlayStation was Nick and Yunjin. And the Yunjin had the streamer thing, the streamer profile, whatever, so it was secret. Her name was literally just Yunjin in-game, and I couldn't go to a profile from the in-game chat area. And I was literally playing against Nick Cage as that was happening. So I was like, okay, I don't think that could be him. Bro must have 13 monitors on. I don't think he would have been able to see my information prior to the end of the game. But yeah, I assume it was the Yujin. 90% it was. She was being really weird and toxic and like pointing where other survivors were, so I don't really know what her point was. But yeah, she probably sent me, I'd say 100, 150. It could have even been like upwards of 200, because I ended the game and it was like 5 minutes after the game ended and I still did it. I was just like, how can I turn this off? I was trying to block her. I couldn't find her because the follow list is way far down, so I just ended up manually searching up her name and blocking her that way. And even after I blocked her, I was still getting those requests, which means she was just doing it that many times. I don't know why she did it. I wasn't particularly toxic. Like, I had to slug her, sure, but I also tunneled the Meg out, and she wasn't sitting there throwing a little tantrum about it. Granted, she was cross-platform, so whatever. I don't understand survivor mentality. Like playing killer and going against survivors, this is the only time I've really been exceptionally like targeted. Like you'll play the game to win and they just go hostile. Like to this day, this is the game that made me turn my open messages off. Because like the sheer amount of death threats for killing people in the game, it's just like, that's crazy. Like I'm gonna dox you, I'm gonna DDoS you, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna find out where you live, I'm gonna go kill you. It's just like, you know what? Try. I'll give you kudos. If you're that petty, if you're so angry as to go and kill somebody over a video game, feel free. I invite you to try. But even something like that, it's just astounding to me. I tried to message them too, and obviously they have private settings. Freaking coward hiding behind that, just sitting there being nothing but a nuisance. I don't get the mentality. Just take the loss on the chin and move on. You're wasting your own time. That's the craziest thing to me. Particularly with Dead by Daylight players. They're just like, I hate this game. Like the comment section, I have this one person I'm sitting there getting into it with. I know equally I'm wasting my time, but it's funny to me to see these people writhe and complain. Now, there's this other guy. He's like, I won't play this game until it becomes playable. And they're just sitting here arguing with everybody. They have like 40 replies, and they're sitting there, they're half of those. What exactly did they tell me? Yeah, they were like, I'm not playing this till it becomes playable. There's like 18 different people I'm arguing with here. I don't know which one's which. Man, I hate this. Everyone just said skill issue. God, this sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna play killer. Alright, the interaction went... What the... Oh, my PlayStation Plus in? Hold on. No! PlayStation Plus ended. That stinks. Ugh, okay, I'll have to renew that. I'll probably in-stream do that and get back on. Hold on. That's a real stinker. And here I thought. So I won't play until this becomes a playable game. Everyone just said skill issue. I forgot what I replied with. Where is my absolute zinger? Where's my absolute gotcha? I said definitely skill issue. And they said no one asked your opinion. Is it clear? Neurons issue. So they're attacking me on the neuron level here. They're saying my neurons are malfunctioning. So you know what I did? I hit him with the KO. I said I don't want to hear neuron talk from the brainlet that has no functioning synapses. And if you guys don't know, neurons are the nerves that fire off thoughts in your brain, and the synapses are the ends of your neurons that send it to other neurons, which then send it to other parts of your body, which then has you make an action. So say I wanted to move my arm, my finger. It travels through the neurons, but the synapses connect the neurons, so therefore, on a smaller scale, if your synapses don't work, it doesn't matter. You're done. You ain't getting nowhere. So, guys, I want to hear neuron talk from the brainlet that has no functioning synapses. You're the one wasting your time on a game and arguing on an Instagram comment section. Go ahead and get your last word in. I know it's the only semblance of validation and victory you'll have for a while. Just know you've already lost, bozo. And they just said, okay, with the laughing emoji. Which is like, I find it funny more than anything else, but more, like, all in all, I have to question what the purpose is, right? Like, if you hate this game, if you vehemently dislike this game, what's the point in playing it? Like, when I played Overwatch, I at least occasionally enjoyed the gameplay. I occasionally got a good team, and I liked the characters, I liked the lore, I like more to it than just the piece of garbage teammates I got. Like, Dead by Daylight has its rough games, I'm not gonna lie, but it also has its good games. Like, the last 3 times I played Killer, yesterday I got a 4K. I got this really goofy game where I was playing Demogorgon and I killed like 2 out of the 4 of the survivors, maybe. There was a Jill and a Kate. The Kate just like stood there and looked at me, so I didn't kill her, and she pointed in a different direction. I went over there and there was a survivor, so I was like, okay, cool. I'll let the Kate live. And there's this Jill who allowed herself to be bullied. I downed her like 3 times, let the Kate heal her. But at the end of the day, I killed their Renato, who had head on, which he deserved it. I'd do it all over again if I could. And there's this other survivor that just lost. Not good at playing the game. But it's like there's goofy interactions, you know what I mean? Goofy things like that. There's fun games where you win. There are games where you get rolled, and those aren't as fun, but it's a mixed bag with Dead by Daylight. Currently, flashlights are disabled. At least I'm pretty sure they still are. So maybe that's why some survivors are angry. Well, it's like do your thing. If you feel the need to defend your honor through the Instagram comment section, feel free. Far be it from me to take away that liberty. But just know, arguing with people is a waste of time. And I understand that, but my point here, my crusade is to make these people see their logic or lack thereof. It's just like, what's your point in complaining about something when you have the liberty to not do the thing that you're complaining about? It's not like homework, where you don't have to play Dead by Daylight. You don't even have to do your homework. You can just take the L on that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do anything. No one is making you ever do anything. You always have a choice. It's a common theme in criminology. Dark Souls, Scholar, the First Sin. Yeah, I'm gonna try Dark Souls 2 again. I have Elden Ring. I really want to get into the games. I don't know. I've never played any of them. I played maybe an hour of Dark Souls 2. I played maybe 15 minutes of Elden Ring outside of the character creator. The games look really cool. I'll say that. The art direction looks cool. Some of the music sounds pretty good. I've just listened to random OSTs on YouTube. I don't know. Like, I feel like they're super overhyped. And obviously there's a genre for everybody. Not everyone's going to like something that's unanimously hailed as good. Like Elden Ring, for example, I think it's extremely overhyped. Like, I played it. I don't see how not having a HUD increases game value. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it's like, it doesn't spoon feed you what to do, and it's just like, okay. I never thought of a HUD as being something that spoon fed me. Games can have an objective and still make getting from point A to point B difficult through like challenges or puzzles. Like The Evil Within is good at that. Put a couple of like obstacles in your way, a couple of puzzles, a couple of enemies to fight in a strategic way, and it's just like that's fun, you know, problem solving skills. I didn't know having a HUD, having an objective was a weakness. I didn't know that made someone inferior for playing a game that had that. I don't know. I think it's just Souls fans. They have like a crazy superiority complex. They themselves as an individual and they themselves as the game, like the game they're playing, it permeates that. Like, I'm better than you because I play Elden Ring and I don't need a objective to play my game. It's just like, alright, man. You do you. Especially when there's contention for Game of the Year. I forget what the other running contestant was. I think it was like Last of Us 2, which, no. Last of Us 2 is not getting Game of the Year. This was 2 years ago. But, yeah. Come on, Elden Ring's the best game to ever come out, and it's like, not really? I think what makes a game good is the fact that it can appeal to a lot of people, but it also has a point. You know what I mean? Like, not even particularly appeal to a bunch of people, but like if someone can just pick the game up and play it and have fun, I think that makes a game good, right? Obviously, everything is subjective. It's like I play Dead by Daylight. Someone else might completely hate Dead by Daylight, and it's like that's fine. I don't think that makes Dead by Daylight a better or worse game. There's the subjectivity that determines that, but objectively, it's hard to say. I don't know. Yeah, a couple of these little challenges. Completed in a single trial. Damage 3 survivors with crows. That sucks. That really sucks. Okay. We'll have to use order reading perks out the wazoo. Alright, I'm gonna get my PlayStation Plus. Story time over. I'll be right back.